Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming. We're back here in Fallout 4, and we are in, of course, Diamond City. And we are here after returning from the, I think it was, dealing with the Revere Satellite Array to do the mission relating to this, as well as Scribe Ferris's holotape and hull tags. We discovered the what happened to the Lost Patrol, although yeah, our job is to search for other distress signals. In the National Guard training yard, I found the remains of a Brotherhood Knight. If I search the area, I may be able to learn what happened to the rest of our recon team. It's possible that over in this area there's more Brotherhoods members, so we might go around and just wander this area, but not right now. Right now I want to continue on with some of the main quests. We're going to go to talk to Piper, and so yeah, I'm going to drop that off there, and then we're going to talk to Nick.
Latest news from the Commonwealth.
Where am I? Well, let's talk to Piper's sister.
You won't believe what's in the next issue. Just you wait.
Hey, pal.
Read the paper, mister. Trust me.
All right. Well, Synthetic Truth, October 2287. The Synthetic Truth by Piper Wright. Okay, I was going to miscellaneous. Yep. All right. Noodles, we all eat them. We all love them, and Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences, or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m. Enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own mayor, McDonough, sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles. The shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229 as they sat around this very same counter. But that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experiences of drinking, smoking, talking, and that is until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of the evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, recounted her story in a public occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now. 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? And let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west, somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face, all in an instant, and then his cheek started twitching, kind of funny. And I remember watching him, clear as if it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam! He shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing, of course, is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, has actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans, synths. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter, he kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. Seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy, and he lay there like a dead crazy man. Sure enough, God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of them early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew. The Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles, specifically the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night, in the same spot that Mr. Carter, the synth, went haywire and mercilessly killed several people after spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. Are we? Alright.
Ain't got nothing better to do?
The latest hairstyle from the upper stand.
Alright, well, that was an interesting read. Let's go into public occurrences. Talk to Piper. And yeah, in here, anything is stealing. Piper. Really? Apparently Piper's not here. Just make sure. Alright. Apparently the game must assume that you're going to be going in here right after talking to Piper. Anyway, I'm going to go back in here, select that.
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
They're here to deal with the Institute. You should be happy. Everyone should be happy.
Hey, swatter, 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 swing, swatter.
We got small arms,
I'm going to
long arms, ammunition.
We buy and sell everything to everyone.
All right.
Hey, I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
Where to begin?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
Yes, it
Are you
does.
kidding? Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
You don't know anything, Nick?
I woke up in a junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. The Institute hasn't come calling since. I'm sorry.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But am I right in thinking he's not available for a chinwag?
Yep.
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
I had no choice.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. Guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Well,
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Am I going to lose Dogbeat?
Anything else you can tell me about the memory den?
It's in Good Neighbor, a little slice of trouble northeast a ways. The memory den ain't just a fancy name, it's literal. A lot of people give up all their caps just to relive the good parts of their lives. Over and over. But not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else's mind. I can meet you there, or we can head out together.
Presuming, of course, Dogmeat will come along, I'll take Piper.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble.
Bother. Well, he's not carrying anything. And for now, yeah, let's just drop him off at... Yeah, let's head him back to Sanctuary Hills.
Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started.
Dangerous Minds. Talk to Dr. Amari.
Hey.
What you got for me?
Hey, Piper.
You holding up, Blue?
Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... Dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. Besides, I'm already following you around. Might as well get some quotes while we're at it.
What's
What kind of
involved?
interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
And
Here's your headline. Local man says no.
Gonna be like that, huh? Smart ass. Fine. We'll do this later, but I want that interview, got me?
well, yeah, let's head on out.
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
All right. Well, where is Good Neighbor? Good Neighbor is. Okay, we need to talk to Piper about that. Dangerous Minds. That is over here at Good Neighbor. All right. Well. I could go over to the old Granary building and then just wander over there, or we could just wander there on foot. Yeah, let's just head out. We'll just walk there. We don't need
Heard you're
to
responsible
fast
for that
travel.
new coat of green on the wall. Looks nice.
You know what? Before we head out, I have a
I
mutant,
ain't telling you how to pick your friends.
mutated
Piper's
fern
kind of trouble.
to drop off.
Shop in safety. No sense allowed at the surplus.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications.
There he is.
Hey, you find any mutated fern for me? Got a lot of plans for that plant.
Sure.
Found the plant. Here you go.
All right. Here's your payment, plus some samples from the pharmacy. Don't take them all at once now. Moderation. Anyway, I
All
got
right.
a store to run. Let's talk shop.
Buff out and Psycho added. Jet added. 100 caps added.
Maybe later.
Cool. I'll be here.
Alright, well, we got that taken care of. Now, let's head on out.
Read the public and be prepared. You can't stop the press.
I'm not trying to. Although, you know, there's a balance between letting people know the truth and causing undue panic. Alright, let's head out. And I'm going to go in. Yeah, let's go this direction.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Lucky you had the great green jewel.
Yeah, it is kind of dangerous here. Oh, really? Again with these?
Guess this is it for you.
Oh, seriously?
Still here?
And I've leveled up.
Normal for other journalists.
Alright, about that.
Gonna be your last mistake.
Alright, so we're going in this direction. Bank. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I think this is the same direction we went for the when we went to Park Street Station. And this kind of looks like a Copley station. And yeah, it's kind of alright. I'm guessing these are meant for ghouls. Oh. Come on, where's... Super mutant cowl armor. Whoa! There he is. Awaits, nice.
Another human come to rescue Rex! He is weak! Kill him!
Started curtain call. Yeah, let's just deal with this. Okay. Actually, I'm going to grab that clipboard.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Of course. Alright, well, looks like we might have to take the elevator up, but this is really not our goal. So we're just going to head out of here. And deal with this at a later time, for reasons. Anyway, where are we right now? We are not far from Hubris Comics. Taking this road. Combat zone is just over here. You know what? I might just actually take a trip just to check it out. Discover it on our map so that we can return to it at our leisure.
Someone there?
Did you hear that?
There they are.
Where'd they go?
Seriously? Nope. Keep out. Oh, we're back at Boston Common. Yep, I've leveled up. So, what do I want to take? Well, endurance is a measure of your overall fitness. It affects your total health and the action point drain from sprinting. Is there anything I want to specifically take? Actually, armor. gun nut. Access to rank. Now that requires level 25. Let's do... What the hell's happening? Come on, Piper. Oilston Club. Silver Shroud radio found. McHale, torn leather. Let's check out that letter. Should be under miscellaneous. You know how much I miss you, but it's too dangerous. If you stay in Diamond City, at least I know you're safe. If your mind's really made up, then be careful. Travel at night, stick to the river, and whatever you do, don't go into the common. Alright. There's a raider there. And there's a raider there. Let's just go this way. Prep check drone. And our destination is in this direction. Come on, Piper. Let's do a couple shots to the leg. And same thing. Alright, Army Fatigues, Tarberry. Trinity Tower radio signal lost. Seriously. Oh. Oh. Ball caps. No. 38 rounds. Now, let's not... Wow, this is dangerous. Wait a minute, which way are we going? I'm lost. Okay, so apparently we... Alright, so we went up here. Let's go in this direction. Good neighbor. Alright. Alright, we are here in Good Neighbor. I think I'm going to take a break here. And then we will continue off in the next episode to explore Good Neighbor and check out the Memory Den. Anyway, at this point I'd like to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming. And as always, have a good day.